Hi, Gary. It's Uncle Extra Medium again. It must be Thursday night. Time for another episode of the Hour Before TNL.
Are you plain bored of woodworking? Get excited again with Fisheye's Make Your Own Sandpaper Kit. Fisheye's Sandpaper Kit comes with everything you see here. Just pick your paper, spread the glue, and shake on the sand. Voila! Beautiful handcrafted sandpaper. And if you act now, we'll include candy sprinkles absolutely free. What better way to say I love you than with a gift of sandpaper? Fisheye's Make Your Own Sandpaper Kit is just $19.99 wherever crappy gifts are sold.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to episode 32 of the Hour Before TNL. It's March 31st, 1922. I think last week I said it was 1921, but hey, you know, at my age, all the years are the same. Anyway, I'd just like to remind everybody that tonight we'll have no discussion of politics, religion, or racism. Kindness and respect to everybody in the chat. Oh, I see we've got some new people in the chat. Yellow Rose Drones is with us. Dennis Lovelady, Flying Flynn Media, Jackrabbit FPV, Jody from Drone Shots, Thomas Ariels, Mr. O'Sullivan is here, Jim Beauchart's here, Jody from Drone Shots is here, Maddie from Maddie's Drone World, Matt Cundiff is here. Holy smokes. We got people are starting to catch on. They're showing up for the show on time. Anyway, without further ado, I'd like to introduce my co-host for this evening, Mr. Jim Beauchart. How you doing, Jim?
Good. Did you know you said 1922 instead of 2022 for the date?
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's the show's 100 years old.
Some weeks it feels that way. That's for sure.
It's 1922. Oh my God, I'm a wreck.
Yeah.
Wow. So how's things going there in beautiful downtown Brampton?
I feel a little mosey today, Gary. A little mosey.
Oh, see. Yeah, I see that. Yeah. So we may or may not get a weekly Beauchart tonight, I understand.
I'm confused. Ken hasn't answered. I got the impression that he didn't get it.
Yeah.
No, we're just going to have to wait and see.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah.
I gotta share a screen here. I've got another guest here in the green room, and I'd like
Is he
to.
eating the shrimp and lobster?
Yeah, he's eating the shrimp and lobster. He's eating it all, actually.
Really?
So, yeah.
We better not get him around anymore.
Oh man, I'll tell you. Here he is now. Everybody ready? Where did he go?
Hi, Gary. Uncle Extra Medium back again. I heard you were going to have Scott from Jackrabbit FPV on, and he's an artist.
Yes.
And boy, I hope he sharpened up his colored pencils to draw my picture.
Killing me.
That's pretty, huh?
Loser.
well, here he is. Oh man. How do I get rid of that?
First
Welcome.
of all, I'm not an artist.
Well, I beg to differ. Now you can see here. This is one of my many surprises today. Up here on the wall, we have the Wall of Fame, and I'm running out of space, so I got to come up with an alternative. Now, the last guy up there is Flying Flynn Media, and Scott's not up there because there's no more room. Here's my solution.
You're going to move to a new house within the hour?
Now,
You're going to build another wall.
Get a bigger wall.
Oh, there you go.
there we go.
You got everybody there.
I got the faces of the drone community, and this week's guest will always be in the bottom corner, and then he'll go onto the wall somewhere where I can see it through the week, just to remind me of all the wonderful people we've had on here. So, Scott, your picture's down here in the bottom corner, and it moves up to the rest of the wall later. But this is truly a treasure, and I was so honored to be included. Let me just move it up a little closer here so people in the audience can see it. But faces of the drone community, and I'll tell you, there is a cast there. Number 36 is Jim Beauchart on this side, but it's also Genesee on this side.
Oh, I have an area in it? Well, thanks.
But yeah.
I will have to correct that.
Jim pointed that out right away, and I thought maybe.
Well, I actually saw Jim Beauchart on Uncle Bill's show.
Yeah,
He had long, flowly hair, so I probably just confused the two of them.
Yeah.
exactly.
I frequently get confused too.
Yeah. So how's things in Tallahassee?
And you know what? I know that's what has attracted Mudball to you. Put that wig on, and he'll be okay.
I think he's got a thing for blondes, that's for sure.
Oh man, yeah, that's good. So how's everything in Tallahassee?
Well, we had a big rainstorm that went through here that I'm afraid that South Florida may get tomorrow. Hopefully it'll go ahead and move through, but it came through here pretty quick. It was a little bit intense, but it was fast.
Yeah.
Before it even got here, we ended up losing a tree in the backyard. I noticed one of my neighbors lost one as well. But
yeah, wow.
So,
I haven't been out yet to see what branches are down in the yard, but we've had it's been really windy here. I had 50-mile-an-hour winds at one point today. So
Yeah.
Wow.
80 kilometers an hour. And it's like, okay, yeah, that's pretty exciting. Yeah.
Send the bird up and see if you can go find it.
Yeah, no, I'm not flying that thing today.
Bad thing was the tree landed right on top of one of my hives. I have a beehive in the backyard, and it got it. And I actually thought the bees were gone, but my wife, she's something else. She's you ought to interview her sometime. But anyway, she got home today and was out there putting the beehive back together. And of course, she got bit a few times too. So.
Wow.
But anyway.
That's not good. That's not good.
I found out the bees did not leave.
No.
Of course, the way I found out about it, I was flying my drone in the backyard, and I said, wait a minute, something's wrong. And then I ended up crashing in the tree that was over on the beehive. So I was like, uh-oh.
That was an FPV flight in that wind, or you didn't have the
Yeah, because you know, the FPV drones don't, I mean, if you have a strong enough drone, it doesn't seem to affect them as much. Now, I have flown, and it was blowing me around, and it's not as much fun to do it that way. So I don't usually fly when it's windy. But
and the Air 2S doesn't do that great in the wind. Well, it's pretty good, but you know, it's not.
Air 2S is my second. That's my camera drone. That's the only camera drone that I have.
Yep. I remember we talked about that before. Alan from Drone Views Media has joined us, and Angela and Akirasho and John from Unlimited Vertical, Mike B, aka the Drone Ranger, is with us. Who did I miss? Am I missing anybody?
Oh,
if I'm missing you, it's because my attention is diverted by all the exciting things going on. So you're heading for Florida tomorrow?
Yes. Earlier today, I was talking to Mike Wright from Texas, and he stopped in Louisiana to pick up Johnny Drone Flyer, and they are now en route to Tallahassee. They will get here this evening sometime, and we're going to get up early in the morning, and we're all going to head to South Florida Drone Meetup. And,
it should be a good time.
Looking forward to it.
That should be a real blast. They don't allow Canadians in Florida.
now, Gary, I saw you talking about travel distance, and it's so many. Well, I don't know how far Michael Wright's going. He's got to be, I think it's 12 hours to here, so that's 18 hours. I don't know how many miles, but 18 hours.
And
then, you know, for us, it's going to be about 6 hours from here.
Yeah.
And 6 hours to Louisiana, so that's 12 hours for Johnny.
I drove to my dad's in Lakeland, Florida in 24 hours door to door. My wife and I drove it, and we left at 9 o'clock in the morning, drove all day and all night, and got there.
That's some intense driving.
Yeah. Well, that's the second most intense. I took 3 friends of mine in a Volkswagen Beetle in 1971. You were
a lot younger then, weren't you?
Yeah, a lot younger. I was in high school then. And we went to Daytona Beach and back on a long weekend in a Volkswagen Beetle. So we drove down, got our feet wet, got back in the car, and headed back, and we're back in time to go to school on the Monday morning. So
I always say young and dumb and older and wiser, and you just proved it.
Oh man, 1966 Volkswagen Beetle. Piece of junk. But
I got run over by one, and it didn't even. I thought I was hurt, and I got up, and it's like nothing's wrong. We used to ride the runner boards on it, and I got bumped off, and the back wheels rolled over me, and it didn't do a thing to me.
It's them balloon tires they had on, maybe, eh?
My brother
Yeah,
had.
Dad drove around. We lived on the Swanee River, and it was flooding. And he said the car was floating across the bridge, but I don't know. He could have been pulling her leg. So
Yeah.
The best
Very
thing
good.
about it is it's got a gas heater, so you get instant heat as soon as you get into it up here in Canada.
I see Dre's in the chat. He's admiring my hat,
Yeah.
and I have
Oh,
to
there
thank
you go.
Dre for this hat. I end up winning this on the Adrian Mateo show, and it is a very good looking hat. And yes, I do appreciate it. So
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Here, I'm just going to type in the chat here because I always have something to say for Dre. There we go.
Scott, can you give us that story about how you came up with the Jackrabbit FPV handle?
Sure. So when my uncle lived in South Florida or down, and we lived in North Florida, so we would go down there and visit him periodically, and at least once or twice a year. And every time we would go down there, he would always have some kind of activity for us to do. And I had a great uncle. I mean, the whole neighborhood loved him. We went to the beach. You didn't play by yourself because anybody that was around, he'd join in, and we'd jump off we'd dive off his shoulders and just do crazy things all the time. Well, he was an artist. Anyway, he could really draw. So just to kill time every now and then, he would say, "What do you want me to draw?" He would sketch something up real quick, and I would sit there and say, "Well, draw me a race car." And he wouldn't draw me a race car. You know, he's drawing me a house or a dog or a cat or something. And I kept asking him over and over and over. I says, "Well, what do you want me to draw?" "Draw me a race car." He would not draw me a race car. So much so that I was getting a little aggravated. It's like, "Why won't you draw me a race car?" So I go home, and I think I was about 8 years old when this happened. But he ended up sending the next week, he mailed this drawing that's right here that I proudly display. And he drew me my race car. But all he was doing was trying to find out what I really wanted. And then he dedicated a week's time to put that together. And that's actually a watercolor. And but you know, so in that car right here, it says the Jackrabbit Special. And my uncle's name was Unc, but my brother couldn't say Unc. My brother would call him Monkey. So we all called Unc Monkey. And I mean, we all did. And he's like, everybody's trying to correct my older brother. And I said, no, my name is Monkey. So we call him Monkey. And so when you're out at the beach and you say, "Hey, Monkey," it kind of looks a little strange. But man, he was just a great guy. I mean, I was so blessed to have him in my life and to basically teach me how to be a great human being. But anyway, so he actually drew that for me. And in all honesty, that's how I got to drawing drone faces too.
That's great. That's great. Those family stories, they'll last forever. And and I think that's what we can aim to do too in our lives is to try and create memories, because when all is said and done, that's all we are, is memories. This is something my grandfather taught me to draw when I was about 6 years old. And he taught all of my cousins to draw it as well. And I had it tattooed. And it's called "A Cat Going Home." And I never thought to call my channel "Cat Going Home Productions," but he was a carpenter, and from that I created the cat going home in wood.
Oh, I like the placement of the knot hole.
Carefully selected knot hole. Now one day I'm going to make another one of these down in the shop and do a video on the selection of the wood and the making of a cat going home. So, but I come from a line of really artistic people. And I think the cat going home sort of launched me, not later in life, in my midlife, into a career in graphic arts. I worked for a long time in the art business. One time during my tenure at International Harvester Company, I worked in the art department and drew cartoons. But they were all just for internal stuff, like if there was a party or a birthday coming up and there was an event in the cafeteria, Gary would be the guy that etched out the little poster that became the cartoon thing. And you know what? If you don't do it, I have a hard time just to draw my name anymore. You can lose your hand, I have here, I see Dennis Lovelady is in the chat. Has he seen this yet?
Yes, he did. I sent it to him yesterday or today. I mean, he hasn't seen
Okay.
it. He hasn't had it very long, but
let me just see if I can share it here. Video file. Is it a video file? No, it's not. Is it a slide? Maybe.
No, that's actually a PDF file.
Yeah. Hang on. Let me get out of there. Let me open that up. And now can I hold on? I know what to do. I'm going to take that and I'm going to stick it in a there. Now I've got it in a tab so I can share it. If I can figure it out. See, this is part of my thing. I got to figure this stuff out as I go. Share screen, Chrome tab. There we go. Can anybody see that? There we go.
Oh yeah, that's great.
Isn't that something? Boy,
yeah,
that embodies Rick Halbur, or embodies Dennis for sure. And that's the ukulele that he got from Rick, I guess, eh?
it is. So my inspiration for all these drawings and what I've done is I've gotten the images from YouTube. And my first event that I went to was Minefield 2021 with Ken Herron. And but I called myself the Great Lurker because that's all I did was lurk. I didn't have a YouTube channel or anything like that. And so I didn't participate at all. And I got into it because I wanted to learn about drones, and I had to figure out what drone to get.
Yeah.
So that's how I got onto YouTube and started studying about, getting, which drone to go get and, what you have to do and all that. And, but so I've watched just hours and hours of drone people. And, I actually saw the video where it was the unboxing of that ukulele that Dennis got. And, I was blown away watching it. I didn't get to know Rick. I wish I had, but in a sense I have, because I see it in the eyes of you, Gary, Dennis, Chris Hope, Drone Bum, just so many different people that he touched. And man, it affected every one of them. So I really got to, and actually I saw Rick Halbur in the chats just prior. But I wasn't even a big participant at that time either. So
yeah.
Well,
it's a wonderful community. It is a very kind and caring community. And I think to some extent, Rick was the glue that kind of got us all stuck together, right?
I think so.
And
I mean,
that glue won't dry out. He's still sticking us all together.
I talked to Adrian Mateo, and he told me, he says, yeah, Rick would call me up and he would chew me out if I didn't do my show right or something like that. Which, but yeah, it sounded to me like Rick was he was a cheerleader, and he wanted every one of you guys to do well. And he looked to me like he did a lot of encouraging for you guys to do what you're doing.
Yeah.
So,
Well, Rick always had a kind word in the comment. There was always a comment on just about anything you did. And, I still go back and look at videos. I don't actually go through my videos, but sometimes I go back and I look at the comments and yeah, there's Rick there all the time. And Rick was the only one. Hold on. There's Susan Lee. Susan Lee is a subscriber, but she doesn't have a wrench. There we go. Welcome in, Susan Lee, and D&D's Aerial Views. And Robert Glazier has joined us. And Jim's droning. Did I mention Jim before?
I don't remember.
Jim is one of the 3 participants in the Central Ontario drone meetup coming up May 13th. We're pleased to say that we have a 50% increase over last year when it was just Jim and I. But now I'm going to be outnumbered. There's going to be 2 Jims there, and I got to change my name to Jim.
The Jim meetup.
The Jim meetup. Yeah. So, yeah. So we've got a meetup coming, and we're going to have fun. I'm giving away Jim's car as a door prize. It's okay, Jim. I'll drive you home. I'll drive you home.
Well, then, no problem.
But no, we're just going to get together and have some fun, and whoever else shows up, that's great too. So we'll have more details as they come up, and there could be a draw for stickers. I'm down to my last 8 stickers, and I got a notice today that the new stickers are being delivered. They were shipped on Monday from God knows where in the States. So,
oh, good.
Yeah. They didn't come from Taiwan or anything. They come from the States. So, yeah.
Something more to give away.
Yeah. I got to keep giving stuff away.
Bumper sticker.
Yeah. People love you if you give stuff away.
Yeah.
Oh, is that how you do it?
Yeah.
I'll have to go home and give my wife something.
Yeah.
I'm just joking.
Well, the joke here is my wife gets flowers all the time, but they're from the floor from the greenhouse down the road that I'm doing the video for. He'll come by and he'll give her the flowers. The owner of the place will come and give her the flowers and say, "This was Gary's idea." So that's I'm not charging them a lot for the job, but I get the benefit of the flowers, so it's not so bad, But, oh man! So, anything else coming up on your channel, Scott?
That's where I lack. Yes, I've posted a few things, but I never have time to edit. I mean, I'm too busy doing work and going to drone meetups, and I've got a lot of great ideas. I got a lot of things in the can, but I never stop and put them together. So,
can anybody see that?
Yeah.
There's Scott's channel, Jackrabbit FPV. I'm just going to copy that and put it in the chat. And as you can see, Scott has 97 subscribers, and he needs to get to 100. Come on. How many people we got watching here? We're going to play the shame game. We got 21 watching. Out of the 21 watching, there's got to be somebody that's not subscribed to Jackrabbit FPV. Scott needs your support. Show him some love. What do we got here? We got 98. We got one more.
Oh, thank you very much.
But we're not going to stop till we get 100. We're going to go through TNL. We'll stay on through TNL until we get to 100.
Yeah, that's a plan.
We got it. We got
Gary. The other thing, I've done these drawings, and I didn't necessarily do these drawings for myself. It really is for the drone community. So anybody does want a copy of it, all they got to do is reach out to me.
We're up to 99.
You might catch the Ken Herron show after all.
Well, we got an hour and a half. This is supposed to be the hour before, but
well, I do appreciate it, and I do plan on posting more. I just have to, get me a little bit of time to do it.
Well, you were doing this apartment building that was done with your Air 2S, right?
Yeah, and I got into this, and I was supposed to buy a camera drone, but when I started doing my research, I saw this thing called FPV, and it blew me away. I never got to my camera drone. It took me another year before I finally bought the camera drone. And so I caught myself flying this thing. I said, man, I'm flying it like FPV. I put it in sports mode, and I didn't mean to. And granted, it's probably not that great of a video because it might be choppy and things like that. But boy, I had fun flying it.
That's good. That's good.
But I had to stop and think. I said, oh, wait a minute. This is the camera drone. If I crash this, I got a problem.
Well, look at that. We got you 101 subscribers. So we broke that. We broke
that. Lady says he's number 100. So
there you go.
Thank you very much.
And for the record, Gary, that link that you posted was for the live stream.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. So there, I just posted.
Oh, okay.
Scott's channel there.
Okay. Did you delete my? Yeah, there. Let me just go there and.
I can't delete it.
I got it. You can. Oh no, you can't.
No.
You never got that thing that makes you a co-host?
I did, but I think I was doing it on my phone and it got all screwed up as opposed to doing it on my laptop. So resend it and maybe I'll pretend that I was.
Well, what I'll do is I'll delete you and then I'll resend it to you or something.
No,
so that
I'm
you
used
can,
to that.
you can do all that.
Yeah.
Hold on. How come that's still there?
Chris Wedgeworth is in. Sudbury Drone.
Sudbury Drone. I haven't been to Sudbury in the longest time. Sudbury Drone, if you're in the Brantford, if you're in the Burlington area on May the 14th, we're having a meetup.
If you're in the neck of the woods.
Details to follow, maps and whatnot, we'll get it done. No. We got to do what we can for each other. Thank you, everybody who subscribed to support Scott and Jackrabbit FPV and all the good stuff that he does. He's going to have a ton of stuff from the Florida drone meetup. By the time he gets home on Monday, he'll have it'll just be a flood of stuff up there. So won't it, Scott? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm trying to read chat. I'm kind of new to this thing being on video. It's like I'm usually in chat reading everything that's going on. Well,
it's hard.
Now I got a split personality, and Flying Flynn. Yes, I'll make sure I send you a copy back. I already sent it to him one time, but I think we were having a little bit of issues, so I'll make sure he gets one. And anybody else that wants one too.
Yeah. No, it's a great thing to have. It's a great keepsake. And I've only printed this one. I never printed the other one because this has everybody's face on it that we know.
Right.
And I think I might get some of those Post-it flags, the ones with the little arrow that you're supposed to, say sign here or something. And what I'll do is I'll put an arrow by everybody that's been on, and eventually I'll be able to it'll be like a collection. I'll be trying to collect everybody,
Got him.
You have a directory now.
Yeah. There's 89 on there, and I've only had 30 something, I think. I'd have to take that down and start counting all the pictures, but we've had a couple shows without guests. We have a guest for next week. I won't announce who that is until probably Monday or so. I've already got the thumbnail done, but I didn't put it in the outro this time because there's no prize for the outro. in the private chat. I'm putting in a number. I'm sending it. And Jim will watch out and let me know when somebody gets the number between 1 and 50. So we're drawing for stickers.
Stickers. Everybody likes stickers.
Yeah, no, not yet. We've only got 5. Oh. My ball's putting in the number that's already there. That's not it. Nope.
The numbers are coming fast and furious. There it is.
There we go.
There it is.
Have
Ding,
drone
ding.
will fly. All right. Have drone will fly. Email me at g.foster@silomail.com. Do I have a banner that says that?
I don't know. I don't have the power.
You don't have the power?
I got the power.
Somewhere here. But you know what? Have drone will fly. On my
Rigged.
on my about page. On my about page. How come what? There it is.
What the?
Okay, there's my email. It's scrolling across the bottom there. To get
Rolling.
your picture on the wall of fame. I'm gonna have to get rid of that because you'll still get your picture on the wall of fame, just nobody will see it because it'll be down there in the corner.
Be underneath.
But send me an email and I need your address so I can send out the stickers. So have drone will fly is I've got one US stamp left. And I've only got 8 stickers to give away until the new shipment comes in. So I might need a sticker. I got to put a sticker on my car or something. So so that's it for tonight's draw. Have drone will fly. Congratulations. That's great. Okay, now we don't need that. There. Don't forget to show Uncle Extra Medium some love too. Subscribe. These banners. There we go. And don't forget to show some class, comment, like, and share and subscribe. How are we doing tonight? We've got 14 likes and 21 watching. So that's good. If you like it, you could give us a thumbs up. That helps the channel and encourages Jim to come back.
And get booed again.
Yeah.
It was funny. I sent Jim a message on Messenger and said, we have a guest for April the 7th. And he said to me, what did you say to me? He said, I could be dead by then.
Could be dead by then.
I said, well, we're going to plan for the alternative, right? I told my wife, she goes, oh my God, what's wrong with Jim? I said, probably nothing. I said, worst could happen. I have to find a new co-host.
Yeah.
Oh man. Did you just freeze, Jim?
He did.
I'll tell you what, I might not be dead, but my internet is. Roger's about to get a call soon. I'll tell you that much.
Well, it's probably the hamster fell off the wheel there for a minute. You should feed that hamster.
Well, I do a lot of things to it, but I don't feed it.
No. Oh, geez.
Yeah. That's a different channel.
That's a different channel. Yeah. So you've got the Air 2S, and you've got, how many FPV drones do you fly?
Oh, so I have three identical 5-inch quads that I fly most of the time. They're the ones that I fly, and just what I found out is you can't have one. You have to have multiple. If you have one, you're scared of breaking it, and then you can't fly anymore, so you won't fly very hard. But if you get the second one, now you can fly because you got a backup. And, I end up getting the third one because I dropped one in a holding pond, And I was like, well, I don't really want to go swim for it. So I went to Google Earth and I checked to see when that pond would be dry. And it was going to be January, which was about 3 months. And I couldn't take it. I went 1 week and I went and got me some goggles and I got earplugs and I knew exactly where it was. And I swam out there and, I looked and didn't find it. I had just enough energy to go down one more time. And luckily enough, I saw the top of the battery because it had sunk down to the bottom of it. And all you could see was the shine of the battery. And I didn't know what it was. I thought it was a piece of trash. But so that's why I have 3 now, because I went ahead and ordered a third one. But I have 3 5-inch quads. I literally just bought my 4th 5-inch quad that I just got, that I am taking to the South Florida drone meetup and plan on. It's a little bit unique. It's different. I'm not really going to talk about it right now, but it's not that unique. And then I have 1 3-inch quad and I have a 4-inch quad, and those are just smaller quads they're really fun. You can fly them in a little bit tighter spaces.
Now, when you say inch, you're talking about the
prop size,
tip to tip on the propeller, right?
That's correct.
Let me just get my.
And your frames are smaller, based on the prop size, and your motors are smaller. So
I got my tape measure out here. I'm just measuring to see what size that one is.
I'm looking forward to meeting Lawrence and Herman. They're both supposed to be at this South Florida drone meetup, and I see Lawrence is in the chat. And
Lawrence is in the chat.
He is.
Oh, hi, Lawrence.
And he is on the board already. I have him. I can't remember what number he is.
Yeah, he's on the board, and so's Herman.
Yes, Herman's 61 and Lawrence is 55. So
my quad is 1.25 inches.
That's a nice size one.
Yeah. It fits inside the controller. And
so the first drone I got was a Mobula 6, and actually the first one I got was a Tello. I found out I couldn't fly it the way I wanted to. You only had a range of about 30 feet. So I ended up going to get the Mobula.
Yeah, I can fly mine all the way through the house, but I don't have goggles. It has a camera, and I could run it with a phone, but I just fly it line of sight just to get used to, I just for stick time, right?
So the goggles is the difference.
Yeah.
When you put that on, I mean, literally you are that bird, and it's unbelievable. I mean, that's what's blown me away so much about it. It's, I get up there and fly through the trees just like the bird does. And actually you go chase a bird and you'll find out how accurate the bird is and how good they can fly and how well you can't fly. So,
well, they've been practicing since they were little.
Exactly. They kind of depend on it too, don't they?
Yeah.
But it's so much fun to fly close to something, because the closer you fly to something, you get the sensation of the speed. And now, trust me, you have to teach yourself how to do it. The Mobula 6, I went out to the yard and I had been flying a little bit in the simulator. The simulator didn't work that well for me, except for it got me started. It helped me, when I went out, I knew what to do. But man, I put those goggles on. I thought I was ready to go. And the first thing I did is shot it 60 feet up in the air and got it hung up in the tree. So I lost my Mobula almost instantly. So you know what I did? I went and bought another one. I had 2 Mobulas too, which are the real tiny FPV birds. But anyway,
Bill at Coast to Coast Drone says my hair color's changed. Is my hair color any different? It shouldn't be.
I have Bill Coast to Coast. Coast to Coast is on the board as well. He's
Yeah.
He's number 16, I think. So
Number 16.
yep, he's up there in the upper left-hand corner.
Oh yeah, right there. I see him. And Billy Kyle's right up in the very corner.
Yep.
Yeah, no, fabulous tribute to everybody in the community and good remembrance of Rick.
If you noticed, Rick's in the center of it, and I put him in the center because to me he's the glue to this whole community. Or
yeah. Well, you know, and then there's Bill Thomas from Coast to Coast Drones who watches these things naked all the time. Akira says,
told me he was a little strange.
Make sure that Bill's wearing clothes. Oh, he's only halfway naked. Okay. So yeah. Well, that's why he's not on camera. But we'll get Bill on one of these times, and I'll be able to put one of those little post-it flags on all of these pictures. There's a bunch of them have already been on, but you know, we'll get to everybody eventually. There's there's 81, 89. Yeah, that's going to take me a couple of years to get everybody.
I know you got John Unlimited Vertical. He's on there. He's he's number 86, I think. So
and Novice Quads is on there, and so
I'm hoping to add some new names to it and new faces as I get to know them or see them. And again, this is not to slight anybody. This is and look, that wasn't necessarily easy to do either. I don't really know how long it took me to do it. It just kind of happened too, because the reason why I started drawing the faces was to go back to my uncle, and he used to do this for us. You know, he didn't just give me this. You kind of mentioned yourself. We would get Christmas cards, birthday cards. Everything we got was homemade from him, and he would sketch a scene or something. Whatever special event, he would do us a little watercolor, and he would mail us a card. And so throughout the years, we've gotten several of these things, and they're great memories. But anyway, because of that, that's what inspired me to. I was like, well, I'm getting close to being a grandfather. So I said, I better figure out how to draw, learn how to draw, and see if I can do what he did for us.
Do all the Christmas cards for all the kids, you know. That's cool.
I actually found out last month that my daughter is going to have her first child. So that's going to be our first grandchild.
Oh, congratulations. You know,
we're excited about that and can't wait. So I told her, I says, I'm not ready now, but in about a year I'll be ready. She says, well, Dad, that's a problem because the kid's going to be around for about 3 months.
Well, you know what? Grandkids are great. I got 3 of them. And what I love to do is you know, you have the kids here, and what you do, the last thing you do before you send them away is you get them all sugared up. You know, you fill them with donuts and ice cream and send them packing, and they're loaded for bear, and that's Grandpa's revenge.
Little payback there for the son.
Oh yeah, payback for all those teenage years, you know.
Oh yeah.
Coast to Coast Drones wants to know if he can buy one.
I see that, and I'm trying to chat him right now. And anybody that wants one, I'm not selling anything.
They're 500.
Anybody that wants one, all they have to do is email me at jackrabbitfpv@gmail.com.
There you go.
I will gladly give them a link to it or a copy of it, and they can do with it as they wish. If they want to print it out and throw darts at it, then but you know, you take it as is. I did this for fun. I look at some of the faces and think, man, I wish I could do better, you know, because I know they look better than that. But That's all I have. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I
that's
didn't,
great.
I
No,
didn't do it to slight anybody. I said, literally, this is just, I just picked names. I don't know. I can't tell you where any of the names came from. They came from watching YouTube. And so most of the faces that I have there, I mean, if you're not on YouTube, then guess what? I haven't seen you before. So you can't very well do anything about that. But
one of the difficulties too is finding people's faces on YouTube, because quite often, they don't show themselves in their videos, right?
Behind the scenes.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, when I fly,
well,
generally
in
I'll
all honesty, I am that way.
Yeah.
I prefer. I don't like bringing attention to myself. I think you're better off when you can lay low and not get in trouble.
Well, yeah,
maybe it's because I like to go out and get in trouble a little bit every now and then. So, and look, I don't, but I do nothing for fun. So when I do go do something fun, I just want to have fun, So,
you just go all out, eh? Yeah. Well,
Gary, you said it yourself. If you make something fun into work, then it becomes work.
Yeah.
And so I don't want to work. I want to have fun.
And if you're working and it's not fun, then life's just too short for that kind of nonsense, right? Well,
I don't really want to talk about my career, but I've actually been blessed to get to do something that I love to do. And therefore, every day is fun to me as far as work. Now, I have to admit, lately it's not been as fun, but I can tell I'm getting older because all of a sudden I'm complaining about things I have to do that I didn't have to do before, So,
well, you're an engineer, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I joke around and always say, yeah, I drive trains for a living. So.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
I actually think I get that from my childhood as well. We had my father's best friend. He was a nut and a half, just crazy all the time. I lived in North Florida, and North Florida is more rural than South Florida is. Well, I would go down to South Florida, and he would tell stories about it. He says, yeah, Scott came down here, and he came over to the house, and I told him he needed to call his grandmother so she could come pick him up. And next thing I know, he went out to the back door and he's yelling, Granny! And I told him, oh, no, we have telephones here. So, but that's the kind of thing he did. He came through town one time and he had went and bought like 25 wheelchairs. So he was just coming by and says, hey, I stopped by to give you a wheelchair. And we as kids loved that wheelchair because we used to play in it all the time. But he would do crazy stuff like that. I mean, he showed up another time and he had bought all these frogs. They were statue frogs. So he was delivering frogs. And anyway, he just did crazy things like that all the time. But
I had an uncle that was just as crazy. What he used to do is he had a trailer in a trailer park, and he drove his neighbor nuts. He would go over late at night and throw birdseed up on top of his trailer. So the birds would come by first thing in the morning and start picking on that tin roof, to wake them up. It was just and then the neighbor said, could you turn your chair the other way so that you're not looking at my place all the time? My uncle said, fine. He turned the chair around. And he went and he got one of those. You remember those gooseneck lamps?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got a gooseneck lamp and put a mirror on it. Put it there as a rearview mirror so he could watch the neighbor while he was facing the opposite direction, just that kind of craziness, it was a lot of fun. Oh, and there's Herman's here too. Herman said last night that he thought I was right off of it. Because I made a comment yesterday about that infamous slap at the Oscars. And, and do you know why he slapped him with an open hand?
No.
Because paper beats rock.
Oh, I did see. I saw that you posted that. Yeah, matter of fact, I laughed out loud.
He said, I'm done with Gary. That's enough of that. But Herman, thank you for joining us. We appreciate the view.
Well, that's what I like about this community too, because there's so many different facets of people in this thing, and everybody has something to bring to this community, and it's so much fun. I mean, it really is. It's a blast. So,
well, and that's why Jim and I do this. We do it just for the fun of it, and we don't get too serious. We've had some drone talk here tonight, and that's great. But we just want to spread a little joy. Times are tough, and kindness is free, and we like to give it freely.
So, in all honesty, YouTube has become my go-to or to escape.
Yes.
When we were younger, we all watched TV. I mean, TV was it. I don't watch TV at all anymore. I mean,
number one source of entertainment now.
Yeah.
YouTube? Yeah. Is it YouTube?
Yeah.
Wow, that's incredible. And who would have ever thought that TV would have been replaced? I talked about going to my grandparents, and when we went down there, they had great TV. So we wanted to watch TV all the time because we didn't get great TV. I grew up listening to one music station, and it played country music. I didn't even know what rock and roll was. I joke that I didn't really get to know Rick Halbur until he passed away, and that's kind of sad. But I didn't know who Elvis Presley was until he died. Then I had to catch up. So I had no idea who Elvis was until he died, and then I found out what he was.
So Rick Halbur is the Elvis of the drone community.
I agree.
Very good. We're coming up to the top of the hour. Any parting words, Scott?
I'm just so thankful that everybody's in the community. Everybody that's here, and what they do for it, and what you guys do, Gary. I'm telling you, the people that put these shows on, my hat's really off to you guys, because I know it's not easy, and I know you guys do it every week for us, and you're doing it for us, and you see, we all go from one show to the next show to the next show. And man, I'm telling you, this community is so great. I mean, I just, I may not have met most of the people in here, but I feel like I know them just from, chatting back and forth. And
absolutely. Great family.
And you know what? If you guys didn't do what you're doing, we wouldn't have a platform to play and have fun, So we really appreciate it. And I'm like you, I do like the low key. I mean, I like it all. You need every bit of it. And I guess that's what's great about this community, because it has everything in it. You have your intense shows, and then you have your, if you need to know something, you come to YouTube and you'll find out. And there's a lot of shows that do that for you. I do appreciate it.
If you need to know something, don't come here, because Jim and I don't know squat about anything. We just
you know how to have a good time, and that's important. So.
That's what it's about. We're here to have a good time and try and spread some joy. Herman says, "I need help." Yeah.
What did Herman? No, you didn't, Jackrabbit. What does that mean? I'm not sure what he's referring to. So.
Not sure. Anyway, with that,
I'll find out this weekend.
Yeah, Jim, you got anything else?
No, just like you said, we do this for fun for us, and it's a treat having guests on like you, Scott. Learn the more in-depth personal stuff and a little bit of drone stuff to make it a wide scope of entertainment, and that's why you got to come to the hour before TNL to get it all here.
We're not as highly produced, but we still have fun. So
that's right.
Anyway, hang around, Scott, after the show, and we'll have a little quick chat after.
Again, thank you, Dre. I do appreciate the.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, let me figure all this out, and I want to thank you all for for putting up with us for an hour. You know, we're here to have a good time, and I'm hoping you had a good time too. And now I got to figure out how to share this again. Oh geez, here we go. Here we go. Gary's fumbling with all the buttons. That's the intro. That's the outro. There we go. All right. Okay. So with that said, thank you all so much for showing up. We'll see you again next Thursday.
Are you plain bored of woodworking? Get excited again with Fisheye's Make Your Own Sandpaper Kit. Fisheye's Sandpaper Kit comes with everything you see here. Just pick your paper, spread the glue, and shake on the sand. Voila! Beautiful handcrafted sandpaper. And if you act now, we'll include candy sprinkles absolutely free. What better way to say I love you than with a gift of sandpaper? Fisheye's Make Your Own Sandpaper Kit is just $19.99 wherever crappy gifts are sold.
Well, a special thanks to everybody that stuck around to the end of the show of the hour before TNL. All 2,417 of you.